The latest episode of Swallowed Star has been released, and many fans have likely already watched it. While the overall storyline follows the original novel, the specific plot diverges significantly, especially in the characterization of certain characters. This can be considered a significant adaptation, as the portrayal differs markedly. Let's take a closer look at what this episode entails and how it has been adapted. Bloren, the ninth princess, is dealt a blow. Bloren can be said to be the most domineering presence in the Interstellar Federation story, relying on her position in the Imperial Guard of the Black Dragon Mountain Empire and her grandfather Hagreith, a realm lord. She acts without restraint, especially in the quest for the first password. Whether facing insignificant soldiers like Luo Feng or organizations with some power like the Northern Dragon City, Bloren chooses to strike with full force. Her ruthless and fierce demeanor leaves a deep impression on the audience. With the support of her family and grandfather, Bloren remains arrogant throughout. However, in this episode, Bloren finally faces a setback. Hagreith officially reaches an agreement with Mount Sonfu, and Mount Sonfu hands over the first password, with Hagreith providing corresponding compensation. Despite multiple confrontations with Luo Feng, where Bloren often had the upper hand, she never truly defeated him. In fact, she suffered significant losses in soldiers and confidants. Her resentment towards Luo Feng rivals that towards Mount Noland. Therefore, besides attempting to seize the first password, she also wanted to take the opportunity to deal with Luo Feng. However, her plans are interrupted at the last moment, leaving Bloren visibly displeased after the ceasefire. Mount Noland's intelligence is questionable. In addition to Bloren, there is another character who is even more discontented, Mount Noland, affiliated with the Baihu Tower and having a feud with Luo Feng. Mount Noland initially planned to eliminate Luo Feng during the Interstellar Federation event and then take over Earth without spending a single penny. Seeing that Luo Feng was on the verge of collapse, but suddenly halted by the ninth princess, Mount Noland naturally feels unwilling. Therefore, when Luo Feng and his team leave the Thunder World, Mount Noland comes knocking, intending to eliminate Luo Feng. Fortunately, Lord Mingyu appears in time, temporarily halting Mount Noland's actions. However, Mount Noland continues to closely follow Luo Feng, even though he knows that Luo Feng now belongs to Mount Sonfu and is receiving attention from Lord Mingyu. Mount Noland plans to strike when Luo Feng and Lord Mingyu are separated. However, Luo Feng is not foolish. Given that Mount Sonfu has gained so much from this Interstellar Federation, largely thanks to Luo Feng and his team successfully obtaining the first password, Mount Sonfu naturally values them highly. Luo Feng takes this opportunity to ask Lord Mingyu to help deal with Mount Noland. Mount Noland's pursuit directly leads him into a dead end, indicating a questionable level of intelligence on his part. In contrast, the Mount Noland in the original novel is much smarter. Upon learning that Luo Feng is on good terms with the high-level members of Mount Sonfu, Mount Noland quickly leaves Kanglan Star and hides his tracks. If it weren't for a lucky coincidence that Luo Feng discovered him, he would have probably continued to evade capture. Lord Fog turns into a major antagonist. In this episode, not only Mount Noland's character has changed, but also the intelligent life form, Lord Fog, in the Interstellar Federation. While Lord Fog in the original novel also has his own schemes, his actions are relatively neutral and not biased towards any particular side. However, in the animated series, Lord Fog is not so neutral. For some unknown reason, he targets Luo Feng at every turn. After the exchange of items, he even stirs up war without hesitation. Faced with survivors, Lord Fog does not hold back either, only giving them 2 chances to escape with their lives. The entire Interstellar Federation has become Lord Fog's playground, a game played at the cost of lives. It's fair to say that he has become the major antagonist of this subplot. The Mount Noland squad aims to seize Earth, eyeing the mechanical tribe spaceship and Golden Horn Beast. Luo Feng thwarts their plan, revealing the strength of the Golden Horn Beast and subduing Bokoro. The spaceship is of high value, but Luo Feng finds it difficult to use and temporarily stores it with Babetta. Upon learning that Earth is an unclaimed planet but possesses a mechanical tribe spaceship and has had sightings of a young Golden Horn Beast, the Mount Noland squad harbors greed to claim Earth as their own. Despite multiple attempts by the Mount Noland squad to seize the spaceship, all thwarted by Luo Feng, they refuse to give up their pursuit of the mechanical tribe spaceship. So, what exactly is the benefit of this spaceship that makes Mount Noland so persistent? Mount Nolan's plan fails completely. After discovering the presence of the mechanical tribe spaceship and golden horn beast on Earth, the Mount Nolan squad immediately informs their clan chief, Mount Nolan. Subsequently, the elite squad is wiped out, and Mount Nolan dispatches his elite disciples, Bikoro and Dwayne, to Earth, instructing them to bring back the mechanical tribe spaceship even if they don't find the golden horn beast. To their surprise, Bikoro is effortlessly slain by Daifan, an immortal servant of the 9th rank, while Bikoro himself is awed by the strength of the golden horn beast and becomes its sole servant. Mount Nolan's plans end in complete failure, as his pursuit of Earth is thwarted. Initially excited upon hearing that the golden horn beast is still alive, Mount Nolan's excitement turns to frustration upon learning of the failure of his troops sent to Earth. His anger is palpable, and he immediately sends Dwayne and Bukaro to Earth. The elite squad, led by Pula, has caught up with the golden horn beast. Luo Feng, being smart, faces 15 star-level 9th rank fighters cautiously, despite possessing the strength of a star-level 7th rank, choosing to fight in the water, where he is strongest. Pula and Thor, feeling confident due to their exceptional combat abilities, believe that each of them can handle 10 ordinary star-level 9th rank warriors. However, when 15 star-level fighters enter the water to kill the golden horn beast, they are met with fierce resistance. When faced with the combined attack of Pula and Thor, the golden horn beast chooses to defend itself with its claws. Although Thor concentrates all his energy onto his battle axe, intending to deliver a devastating blow, the golden horn beast remains unfazed. Under Thor's strongest attack, the claws of the golden horn beast crack, blood gushing out. However, Thor fails to realize the imminent danger. Thinking that a few more strikes would subdue the golden horn beast, he continues his assault. At this moment, the golden horn beast's eyes flash with indifference, and it releases a fragment of the red copper mother, enveloped in primordial force. Unable to evade in time, Thor and the other star-level 9th rank fighters are pierced on the spot. Subsequently, Mount Nolan's family elders lose contact with the 60 elite members on Earth, indicating the failure of the mission. Mount Nolan's initial excitement turns to anger upon learning of the destruction of the Nolan guards on Earth. He immediately sends Dwayne and Bukaro to Earth. The Black Dragon Mountain Empire, in Swallowed Star, is a top-tier civilization. The Mount Nolan family has 3 cosmic-level powerhouses, but they are nothing compared to the Black Dragon Mountain Empire. As the owners of 2 sacred sites, each with a realm lord, and with immortal-level powerhouses in attendance, even Luo Feng's emergence as a standout figure in the universe only occurred after joining the Black Dragon Mountain Empire. Underneath the sacred sites are 16 major families, each with at least 1 realm lord. When Luo Feng learns that Mount Nolan is a member of the White Tiger Tower, he breaks out in a cold sweat. If Mount Nolan were to use the White Tiger Tower's influence against him, even Earth would find it difficult to escape enslavement. Fortunately, Babetta informs Luo Feng that Mount Nolan is just a small fry in the White Tiger Tower, with no real influence, and his cosmic-level strength only qualifies him to guard the gate. This strengthens Luo Feng's determination to become stronger. If he can reach the level of Huyan Bo, he could easily destroy the entire Black Dragon Mountain Empire with a single word, and dealing with the 2 sacred sites and 16 major families would be child's play. With Luo Feng's current star-level strength, he can't even defeat Mount Nolan, the gatekeeper. So, he decides that if he can't beat them, he'll join them, using the Black Dragon Mountain Empire as a stepping stone to ultimately become a true god-level powerhouse.